Welcome to Intentional Excellence, Elevate Your Life podcast. This is my very first full episode and I'm so excited. I'm your host, Candice Ruggiero, educator, mentor, former school owner, leader, and a motivational speaker. Today's podcast is on setting intentional goals and mapping out your vision. I'm excited to explore this topic with you because I believe setting intentional goals is a powerful way to create your desired life. Let's start by defining what it means to set intentional goals. Intentional goals align with your values, your passions, your vision for the future. They are not just random targets you set because you feel like you should achieve them, but instead, they are purposeful aims that you actively choose to pursue. I can clearly hear my classmates calling my name and congratulating me. The room was full of banners and posters that read, "Vote Candice for class president." I was in third grade and I was just elected as the class president. I got up in front of everyone, my teacher, and a class of 42 students. Then I gave my very first speech. I was nervous for the first couple of minutes. Then I started to relax and enjoyed speaking to the group. I was only 8 years old when I realized that I love speaking. I found strength when I'm able to express myself, especially if it's a good cause. I listened to the class on what they like and dislike about the class and the school. I collaborated with the teacher and my classmates. I represented my class to the entire third grade. And together with other class presidents, we were able to contribute ideas on how to make third grade fun and memorable. So, how do you go about setting intentional goals? The first step is to take some time for self-reflection. And that's exactly what I did when I shared with you what happened to me in third grade. I reflected on my past. Think about what truly matters to you in life. Is it family, career, or maybe both? Do you see yourself working in a school, office, perhaps in the community? What are your core values? What are core values in the first place? This includes respect, integrity, accountability, diligence, perseverance, discipline, and family. These values are personal ethics and ideals that can guide your decisions, your relationships, and the way you solve problems. What brings you joy and fulfillment? Once you clearly understand what is important to you, you can begin to set goals that align with these values. After a deep self-reflection, I knew I wanted a change of career, from being an educator of 30 years to a motivational speaker. Why motivational speaker? Because I couldn't help but remember that story that I shared with you. When I'm given a chance to speak, it gives me a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Plus the fact that I really enjoy working in a group, identifying problems, and coming up with solutions. I like motivating people to do the right thing. It just gives me that feeling of fulfillment when I do that. I realized that the core values that I am strong at are respect, perseverance, and discipline. And being a motivational speaker aligns with these values. Next step in setting intentional goals, it's essential to think about the bigger picture. What is your long-term vision for your life? Where do you see yourself in 5, 10, or 20 years? A clear vision of the future will help you set goals that move you closer to realizing that vision. Being a motivational speaker has opened a lot of possibilities for me. And looking at the bigger picture, I was able to map out my plan. So here goes. Within a year, I want to be in speaking engagements in the US and other countries. I want to be an expert in podcasting and to write a book by summer and hopefully have it published before the year ends. What about in 5 years? I want to be a well-known speaker, award-winning author, and a philanthropist. I sincerely have been wanting to start a non-for-profit organization. And I want to contribute a percentage of my speaking and book proceeds to its cause. Specifically, I would like to promote literacy in children globally because I'm still a teacher at heart. I love children. What about how I see myself in 10 years? I want a passive income from my speaking career, perhaps everything done digitally. I want to be able to receive income from sales of my books, podcasts, and the organization that I set up. Perhaps my kids can take over the business. I want to retire early and enjoy life. You might think I'm oversharing about my goals because I'm sharing real details. But we are all different, and what works for me might not work for you. But when I visualize and verbalize my intentions, plans, and desire, for some reason, I'm able to make it happen. So when I tell people that I will be writing a book by summer, I will really, really work on it. Maybe with some delays, but still within the time frame. Now, let's talk about the importance of specificity when setting goals. Being specific. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful. What does success mean to you? How will you know when you've achieved it? So by setting specific, measurable goals, you give yourself a clear target to aim for and a way to track your progress along the way. Let me give you an example for this. How specific am I in setting my goals? I am very specific. So this is my planner. It has days, it has weeks, and looking at my specific goals for the week of April, let's say April 29, I should have practiced and internalized by heart the intro, lessons 2 and 3 of my keynote talk, and I should have at least 2 podcasts by the end of the week. And I should have applied for between 5 to 10 speaking engagements for the week. When I have achieved these specific weekly goals, then I know success is within reach for me. Once you've identified your goals, it's time to create a plan of action. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks and set deadlines for each. It will prevent you from being overwhelmed and making your goals more attainable. But setting goals is only half the battle. It's essential to regularly review and reassess your goals to ensure that they are still aligned with your vision and values. Life is constantly changing, and your goals may need to evolve or change. Let's say with my goal of being a philanthropist, maybe the need will change from targeting literacy with children to possibly alleviating poverty in children. Both have good intentions and are still within my core values, but different target or goals. And finally, don't forget to celebrate your successes along the way. Each milestone you reach is a step closer to realizing your vision. So take the time to acknowledge and appreciate your progress. So how do I like to celebrate my success? That's the best part. I really like traveling. I can go on road trips, cruises, travel around the US and overseas. I also like shopping for new wardrobe. And that's how I like to celebrate for now. So in conclusion, let me summarize today's episode. Setting intentional goals is a powerful tool for creating your desired life. By aligning your goals with your values and vision for the future, breaking them down into manageable tasks, and regularly reviewing your progress, you can turn your dreams into reality. So take some time today to map out your vision and start setting intentional goals that will propel you forward on your journey to success. Thank you for listening, and until next time, keep striving for intentional excellence in all that you do. This is Candice Ruggiero. Thank you for joining me. Bye.